So now, as we have completed the basic understanding of STP process, right?
Yes.
And the types of STP like PVST, PVST plus, okay? So now here, when we are talking about root bridge manipulation scenario 1. So here you can see that by default, let's say that switch 1 is the root bridge. Switch 1 is the root bridge.
Yes.
And I want S2, means switch 2, to become a root bridge, right?
Okay.
Now what you have to do? So all is practical lab here. So let's open your Gns3 scenario 1. So now here we are taking some switches. Let's just connect these two switches together.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our switch 1. This is switch 1 is connected with switch 2 with 2 port. Let's just start both the switches. Okay, now according to you,
Yes.
now which port will be root port, which switch will be root switch? So by default our this switch will be root switch.
Okay.
Okay, now we have this port will be designated port.
Yes.
This will be also our designated port. Now here tell me which one will be block and which one will be root port and block port. Tell me.
E0/1 will be the block one.
Okay. So this is here you have to consider this one. Okay. So here you have 0 by
Yes.
0. So this one
Yes.
will become root port
Input
and this one will become block port.
block
So
one.
once we have this console, let's come to switch 1 to verify our lab. So spanning tree. Yes, this is my root bridge.
Root.
All the ports E0 and E01 is designated. Okay. And now if
Yes.
you're coming here, so spanning tree, here you can see that E0 is root and E1 is block.
Block.
Okay, alternate. Fine. So our point is that we should come to our switch 1 and create some VLANs. Quantity VLAN 1 to 10, right?
Okay.
Exit. And if you are coming to switch 2, quantity VLAN 1 to 10. So VLAN brief, and if you're
Yes.
coming here, so VLAN brief, right? You have
Yes.
VLANs. Now if you're coming to so spanning tree to check that how many instance is running, okay? So
Yes.
by default you can see here your instance are running here, right? But your instance
Yes.
will not run directly like this. If you'll check here, so interface trunk, okay, You have trunk, that's why your instance are enabled. Okay.
Yes.
Remember, we have seen in our previous lab that if you do not have
Yes.
any trunk link, or
Yeah.
you must have some interface connected to some VLANs to activate instance.
Yes. So better to
Yes. So we
activate
have
trunk.
already these things. ISL encapsulation default is working.
Okay.
Okay. So I want that we should make our switch 2 as a root.
Root,
Okay. So
root switch.
yes. So a spanning tree. So this is not our root switch, and you can see here we have some ports in block and something like that. So now you have to come to switch 2, conf t. Now you have to write here spanning tree VLAN 1 to 10. Okay.
Yes.
Priority. If you put question mark, right? Okay. So by
Yes.
default, what is the priority? 3276, something like that, right?
Yes.
So if I will put here 4096 or 0, something like that. Okay. So any
Yes.
priority you can take. Okay.
Okay.
So 0 means the root one. Okay.
Okay.
See how you have to put priority. Priority you can put 0, or you can put 4096, or
Okay.
you can put what? Tell me. It's a multiple of the 4096. So 4096 plus
Mm,
4096. It's
yeah,
you can
you
put
should be now.
8192, or you can
Yeah.
put
Mm,
12 to
12 something.
88.
No, it should be even more than this one.
Okay, okay.
It should be even 15 something or 17 something.
No, it's a plus of that one. See, if you're coming,
Yeah.
it's a
Is it double, right?
yeah. No, yeah. Four first is 0 plus
Yes.
4096. You can
Yeah.
put this one, or 8 1, or 12, or
Yes.
16, or
Okay.
20. Okay. 24, 28, 32, 3,
Okay. It's
sorry,
just plus 8.
32768, yeah, till here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I thought.
this one. 3 2, maybe you can put this one,
Okay.
0, or 4096, or
Okay.
8192, or 12, this one, or 16,
Okay.
or 20, like that. Okay, this is the
So how
default.
did they manage to get this one? How did they manage to get the default one? The 32.
Remember, I told you 16-bit. You forget.
Oh. But
See,
last time you did not do the calculation.
no calculation was there in the slide.
Okay.
Let me show you. Calculation is there in the slide. This one, see.
Okay.
Okay. So either you can put 0, okay, or you can put 4096, okay, or
Okay.
you can put this one, okay, means plus of this one you can, but the end is last is this one, 32768. Okay.
Okay.
If I'm taking one in G packet tracer, you will get the ranges. Let me show you.
Okay.
So if I'm taking packet tracer here,
Spanning tree is a large, this one, huge chapter.
Yes, yes. See, you can say it's not huge, but I don't want to miss anything, like,
Yes, yeah, I can see. It's gonna help.
because you don't know the interviewer will ask question from which, like he can ask anything. So I want to
Yes,
cover everything.
yes.
Okay, so this is my root switch.
Okay.
So if I want to make this as a root, so I can come here, enable config port switch to spanning tree VLAN 1. Okay, priority. Now you can see here, priority question mark is this one. But if I'll put something wrong like 1255, see, can you see?
Yeah. Hello. Yep, yep.
Okay, no, it can go up to 61400. Okay, no,
Okay.
it will not stop here. Sorry. So I think in packet tracer, so I think we can check in our GNS as well. So if we are putting wrong something like that, so
Mhm.
yes, see here also you are getting right. You can put 0
Yes.
or 408, so like it's a plus of 4096. Okay,
Yeah, for, I can see.
yes. So our command, we just wanted to make our switch as a root switch to. Okay, so I will put like anything from this range. Okay, anything, but
Yes.
less than this one, right? Because this is the
Yes,
default
let's
one, right? So I can, maybe I can
okay.
choose this one, right? 286.
Yes. Yes.
Put this one, no problem. And after conversion, just wait for conversion, and then if you'll type here to, so spanning tree, and okay, so now this is the root, right? And now the
Yes.
ports are in listening, and see there, listening is going on. Then after learning will go, and then after
Conversion.
learn, yeah, forward. So it's very simple. Okay, so we have seen the first scenario. Now let's see the second
Yes.
one. Okay, how to make that one? So you can select any priority. Okay,
Yes.
and if you want to remove, you can remove like this. Okay, so removing is also, it's not that one. You just have to write no in front of that command, right?
Yes, yes.
No. Okay, or you can put,
Okay.
yes, or you can put
Or
the
we can put
priority.
right to
Yeah, same. Like instead of no, I can put priority like this: 3, 2,
3, 2.
7,
Mhm.
6, 8. Right?
6, 8, 2.
Okay.
Yes.
But problem will be, maybe if you will create some other VLANs at that time, you will have problem, right? I
Yes.
understand that. So better you put
No.
no like that. And once you'll put no, okay, priority is changed, but what is the problem? Still sys2 is root. So a spanning tree. Okay, this one is also okay. Listening learning is going on. Okay,
Yes.
after listening learning, okay, now it's block, means now this is your non-root switch. Okay,
Yes. Root.
yes. Now if I'm coming to my second scenario, say in second scenario, what is going on? Suppose you have 10 VLANs, what we have in our switches from 1 to 10.
Yes.
So default, this switch one is our root switch, right?
Yes.
But what I want that for VLAN 1 to 5. See, if we are talking about, here we are talking about, this is redundancy, okay? Okay,
Yes.
and here we are talking about load balancing. I will say that for VLAN 1 to 5, this link will be used, okay?
Okay.
And for VLAN 6 to 10, this link will be used. By default, this link is blocked, right? Okay,
Yes.
and if you see here, when this link is blocked, so all VLAN 1 to 10, they are using this traffic, right?
Yes.
Yes, but I want that they should use half of them, they should use this one, and half of them they could use this one, right?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll say that, okay, for VLAN 1 to 5 you will be root switch, and for VLAN 6 to 10 you will be root switch,
That's reasonable.
right? So it's very simple. Now come to switch 1, conf t. First verify your do so VLAN brief. Yes, we have VLANs, and now do so spanning tree. If you want, you can check a spanning tree instance for specific VLAN. Okay. See,
Yeah.
simply if you'll write a spanning tree, if you'll write this command, so a spanning tree like that. Okay.
Yes.
So it will give you all instance information, right? Like VLAN 1, VLAN 2, like that. But if you want, you can check with specific like that. You can check it. So we verified that yes, this is our root switch. Now we want, but this is our root switch for all the VLANs. So we want that our switch 1 can work as a root switch for VLAN 1 to 5. So it's very simple. You just come to spanning tree VLAN 1 to 5 priority. So for this, I will say that okay, priority is 0 for you. Okay.
Okay.
Now if you're coming to switch 2, conf t, type here spanning tree VLAN 6 to 10 priority 0. Okay. Now if
Okay.
I'm checking here on my switch 1, okay, so spanning tree, so you can see here for 1 root no problem,
Yes.
for 2 as well, this switch root, for
Yeah.
3 this is
25.
also root. Okay, for 5 this is root, but if you check 6 1, okay, see for 6 this is not root, so who is root?
Mm.
This is root. Okay,
Yes.
and switch 2, this is a root. So if I'm coming to switch 2 and typing here, so spanning tree, so yes, for 1 I'm not root, no problem. Switch
25.
2, yes, switch 1 is root, this is the root information, this is your information. Okay, root
Yes.
ID is the root ID information, and your bridge ID is your own information. 4
Yes.
5, but if you are coming to 6, for 6 you are the root.
Yes.
Okay, now talking about our scenario 3. In scenario 3, what you have to do here, suppose
Yes.
this is your this is your root switch, by default switch 1, right?
Yes.
But in other scenarios we made only root switch, but you have some other
Yes.
concepts that you can make root primary or root secondary. Are you understanding? Okay, see here, I can make this as a root primary, I can make this as a root secondary. Even if you want, you can make root secondary.
I have a please. I,
Okay, so as I told you in this scenario 3 that we have this lab, and in this lab we will be making this switch as a root primary. Okay,
yes.
and this switch as a root secondary. Okay,
Yes.
means if this root will down, Okay, this switch will become root secondary.
Root. Yes.
Okay, means root secondary root will become root primary. Okay,
Yes. Sorry. Ahora por video. Ahora.
okay, so you can see here we created some switches here like that, right? Now,
Yes.
now according to you, now you tell me which switch is the root switch.
The fourth one, which is down here.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yes. Now if you come here, click no, enable, so spanning tree, right? This is the root.
Yes. This one is the root.
Okay, now same scenario.
Yes.
If I will make same scenario in Gns3, in that you will not
Yes.
get these kinds of thing, right? These
Yes.
all information. Then how
No.
in that how you are going to identify whether which switch is root or which switch is non-root switch, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can do that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now let's complete this lab, then we'll have some quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so as we know that this is our root switch, so we will type that. Okay, you can become a root switch, or you can say root switch primary. And I want to make this as a root secondary.
Okay.
And now if you're checking the priority of this switch, you can see here your priority is 32769 plus 1,
Yes.
right? Extended system ID.
Plus, yeah, the bigger.
And this switch, if you check about this switch, so spanning tree. Okay, this switch is not a root switch. If you see who is root switch, the IP of this system is a root switch, right? Sorry, the MAC
Yes.
address of the this switch is a
Address.
root switch. Yes. So now it's very simple. What you have to do, first come to this root switch. Okay.
Okay.
So now when we are on the root switch, okay, so by default the priority is this one, right? But I want to make sure that this switch must be our root switch, because if some other switch will come with the lowest priority, that switch will become root, right?
Yes.
So better what I can do, I can put here the lowest priority for this switch. Are you understanding?
Yep.
So conf t spanning tree VLAN, right? See, if you will put VLAN,
Okay.
but if you'll put here, see here, if you'll put here VLAN question mark, right? So here you have to put some VLAN range, that okay, what you want to make,
Yes.
whether you want to make primary or something like that, right? So okay,
Okay.
before that we should create some VLANs. Conf t VLAN 1 to 10.
Range.
No,
Okay. No.
VLAN 1, like this, maybe this is 1. See, this is the problem. 1.
Maybe here is not taken.
maybe we should. Okay, no problem. VLAN 1, VLAN 2, VLAN 3, VLAN 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we created, and if you're typing here, so spanning tree. See, we have single instance. Why? Because we haven't created any trunk link here, right? No
Yes.
trunks. So we have to make trunk first. Okay, we have to create trunk. Trunk here, trunk here, trunk here, and trunk here.
Okay.
Okay, so for creating that the trunk link, you must know the port numbers. Okay, so where is that one? Okay, this is our lab. Okay, so in this
Yes.
lab we want to make what we want to make. We want to make switch 1 primary for VLAN 1 to 5. Okay, and VLAN switch 2 secondary for 1 to 5. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, so you have two options. Either you
But
can use
right now,
this.
I cannot see it.
Okay, wait. Now it's okay.
Yes. Now I can see it.
Okay, so now here what I want to say, that I have to we have selected two switch 1 and switch 2 for our lab. So switch 1 I want to make primary for, okay, but primary for which VLAN? Because we have from 1 to 4096, right? Are you understanding?
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
so for which VLAN you want to make? So I'm saying that switch 1 will be for primary for 1 to 5,
Yes.
and switch 2 will be for secondary for 1 and 5, from 1 to 5.
Yes.
So you have two options. Okay, either you can create with this command, root primary and secondary, or you can create with priority command.
Yes.
Okay, but now tell me, okay, first let me use priority command, this root primary and secondary command, then I will show you about the priority one. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll come here, my switch 1, this one, conf t spanning tree VLAN 1 to 5 question
Okay.
mark. Now root primary, enter.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how you can say host switch 1, for example. Okay, now if I'm coming here, conf t spanning tree VLAN 1
Okay.
to 5. Okay, root secondary. Okay, and now when you are checking here, so spanning tree. Okay, conf t host switch 2. Okay, so now if you are checking here, we have only single instance. So remember what I told you. Okay, before a single
Yes.
instance. Okay, let's check the priority. So when I'm coming here, I just made this as a root primary, right? So when I came here,
Yes.
okay, to check our, so earlier our priority was 32768, right? Okay, but now if you are checking here, so a spanning tree. Now priority is what? 2, 4, 5, 7, 6 plus 1. Okay, so now you can see
Yes.
here, now priority is 2, 4, 5, 7, 6 plus 1. And here is plus 1 is what? It's not plus 1, plus VLAN you can say, right? Plus
Yeah,
VLAN,
yeah, plus William.
this one. Now this one will become uh, add 4096 with this 24. Okay, so this is 24, right? So 24576 plus 4096 equal to what will be
Yeah.
there? I think it will be 48 something. 24576 plus 4096. It is 28672. Okay, so
Yes.
it's this one plus VLAN ID. So let's verify whether it is 28 something or not. Now if I'm coming to my this switch, this is our root switch, this is come to secondary switch. So spanning tree now
Yes. Yes.
28672. Two eight six
72.
seven
Yeah.
two plus 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now let's make trunk link first. So for making a trunk
Okay.
link, we have to know our port numbers, right? So we'll come here to option
Yes.
preference port numbers. Okay, F1 F1 F3 F4. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's come here to this switch. Okay, so in this switch how many ports we have? Let me show you. F1 F2 F3 F4. So I'll come here conf t. Okay, interface
Interface, right?
range F A 0/1 dash 4, right?
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
switch port trunk encapsulation dot 1q
Yeah.
and switch port mode trunk.
Trunk.
Okay, fine, no problem. This is completed. Now I'll come to this switch, right?
Yes.
So this switch is also same. Okay, because ports are same. So what I can do, conf t, let's see if it is work. Conf t do show history. Yes, very good. So we can just copy this one, right?
Okay.
Copy, close, come here, conf t, paste, enter. Now come here as well, enable conf t host switch 3, paste, enter. Now come here, enable conf t host switch 4, paste the command and enter. Just wait for your synchronization.
Yes.
Okay, so synchronization is completed now.
Yes.
One second.